right, greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to the Crypto Truth, where I give you the truth as I see it. We're just gonna go over. I'm gonna make a real quick video today, just going over the market, overall sentiment, and then also a few housekeeping things. First and foremost, my phone kind of broke, sort of, kind of. And basically I was playing pickleball. I sat down and there's like this one little metal part under the bench. Perfectly fine. I got a screen cover case and everything. And yeah, it just it slipped out of my hand while I was talking to someone, and then I was like looking through my phone at the same time, and it slipped out of my hand. It fell and it hit a crack on the edge of the screen, and I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So my Twitter account, or X account, is connected to an extremely old Yahoo account. And the Yahoo account was so old that Yahoo actually got rid of it. So yeah, that's how old that account was, and I was not using it at all. So having said that, when I got my new phone, by the way, my old phone, it still may, if I get the screen fixed, I still may be able to go on there and post. But you guys can see my new account. If you go under my last post, you'll be able to see my new account. I'm also going to post my new account on here as well, just so you guys could have some access to me. So that's how that's been going, and that's how my week has been going. As far as my month's been going, there's been a lot of changes. As you guys know, I have been through a divorce. I've been going through a whole lot of stuff, including living in my car, just a lot of lawyer stuff, just a lot of pain in the ass stuff that has really kept me not unable to, and then that's including child support and arrears and all that stuff. And I haven't been able. That's why I told you guys last time, like, I have the same amount of crypto, especially hot, as I did before. So there's that. Now, so because of that, it's been very difficult for me to invest like I want. And of course, topple that without, not having a job, because everybody wants you to work for like $16, $17 an hour. And I'm not about that life, to be honest with you, if I don't have to. I'm not in a point to where I have to yet. Also, one of my sons has requested and decided to live with me. And so that has been like maybe a week or a week and a half after my last video. All of this kind of like sort of happened all at once. So there's been a lot going on in my life. And that's why I felt like I don't know how many videos I'm going to be making. I already wasn't, you guys know I don't make this my life. So it's not like I'm making like a crap ton of videos. But at the same time, I like to stay informed, and I like to inform everyone else as well in the crypto space. So first and foremost, we need to talk about the big three, the top five, the big three. We have Bitcoin here is at 111,000. We know, and we're getting signals, and we're getting all kinds of news. You guys hear it on YouTube. I'm not going to repeat everything that everybody else says to you, tells you like a billion times, but it seems like maybe Bitcoin might not be done, but we're starting to move into a bull run for alt, and moving into alt season, which is located up here, and you can clearly see that we're kind of like in the middle right now. So we'll see where that's gonna go. Everyone's saying September, October. We can talk about the rate cuts, right? At this point, the Federal Reserve, and I'm going to get into this a little bit later, but the Federal Reserve have no choice but to cut rates at this point. I mean, they just really don't. They're caught between a rock and a hard place. Before anyone gets on this administration and last administration, the United States of America, the system is, how should I say, if you guys have kids, please cover their ears. But the system's fucked up here in America. It is the worst, how should I say, it's the best smelling garbage in the world. but it's still pretty terrible. So in our world, in the world, there's really nowhere to go, right? Because I mean, in my opinion, the United States is the best. I have gone to many other different countries, but there are some pros and cons to every country, and I'll even say there are some pros to some people who may consider it the worst country. So there are pros and cons to everywhere, but I just want to inform you guys that it's really looking ugly everywhere. The economy is looking ugly. We'll get into that a little bit later. Ethereum is looking good. There's a lot of reports saying that Ethereum is going to be getting a big, huge bump up. Obviously, for those that have layer 2s or anything connected to Ethereum, like the hot token and a couple of others, you will see a bump in a bull run. So we're all hoping for that. If we get a $10,000 Ethereum, that would be cool. I don't know if we'll get there, but it's possible. I've tempered my my expectations for the bull run. We've been talking about a bull run forever, and as far as let me put it this way, alt season forever, and nothing's really happening. And I'm gonna let you guys know the market's gonna be manipulated for a long time. So anyone that's interested in the crypto space, just know that it's going to be manipulated. Take your profits while you can. Be smart with your investments. Don't, I could have taken profits 4 years ago. Don't make the same stupid mistakes I did. I wish I had taken profits, and then maybe I would not have been in various situations that I have been in life. But it is what it is, and you move on. You educate yourself, and you become wiser, right? And that's what time gives you. Unfortunately, a lot of us don't really have a lot of time, right? If you're like me, and I'm not going to tell you my age, but if you're over 20 years old, please, you don't have much time to waste as far as waiting for the crypto market to do or anticipate their moves. So just try to keep that in mind. XRP, we should be getting some XRP news. Apparently they extended the ETF approvals. Now, if any of you guys know, been in the crypto market for a long time, this is the norm. They always wait to the very last second, and then they say, okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to we're going to go ahead and we're going to make this approval. And usually BlackRock is the first one, and then a couple of other ones hop in there. So they're going to get the approval. XRP is going to have an ETF. That's just is what it is. So yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of a lot of other coins. Charles Hoskinson has been very vocal as of late, but he has always been vocal. I think he's starting to see, him tying himself with Bitcoin and understanding, and he's saying the same. Look, people, I'm telling you guys, I might not be the most intelligent guy. I might not be the most richest guy, but I'm going to tell you guys the truth. Bitcoin is going to be a store of value. It's going to be the main store of value for a long time. That's just is what it is. Unless something absolutely crazy insane happens, Bitcoin is going to be the store of value. As far as medium of exchange and unit of account, XRP has the highest chance of getting there, of creating that trifecta that we all need as far as scalability and security. But we'll see. We'll see. Only time will tell who the real winners are going to be. But I will tell you this right now. You guys have seen my last video, so you already know I do have an exit strategy. I will be exiting and not having a major part of my portfolio into hot or one or two crypto projects. And not only that, but I'm also going to be investing in, divesting in other things as well. So please, you guys, educate yourself on those things. Now, the Federal Reserve, I want to go back to what I was talking about, the Federal Reserve, and I'm sorry for the screen, you guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and, I could show my face and just have a regular face, but I like to I like to be able to give you guys visuals of exactly what's happening. And I can do that with my phone, but it's complicated. So I just rather not, you know. And then you guys know I've been dealing with a whole lot with my, not that my tech skills are terrible, but if you don't have the right equipment, it's not gonna look right. And you guys see my first and only, no, I had 2 interviews and they went terrible for the individuals that came onto my channel. So that's why I have stopped doing that. I may try again. I really would like to do that with a Totsum again. I need to make sure that I contact him. If he watches this video, hey, Totsum, if you can, send me a message on my new account on X, and we can get together and maybe have a conversation and really try to redo this. I do have a little bit better of equipment now. Now let's move into this. The Federal Reserve have no choice but to cut rates. But I'm going to tell you guys, you know, I made a video about a year and a half ago about stagflation, and I'm telling you, stagflation is going to happen. It's not a what if, it's going to happen. Now, if the Federal Reserve cuts rates, obviously inflation is going to go high. That is true. It should go high, but the reason, the biggest reason, I'm gonna try to cut this short because I made like an hour, I think it was like over an hour long video, and I know my videos are boring, people. I get it. But I made over an hour long video of why stagflation is going to happen, and why I believe it's going to happen in the next, you know, 5 to 10 years. They really don't have a choice unless it's not the most it's not the ideal situation, but unless they bring universal basic income in and then change the Federal Reserve, that can be a drastic difference. But I'm gonna tell you why cutting interest rates really won't work. All of this connects, and obviously this connects in the crypto space as well. And so what you guys see here is a chart of, you know, unemployment rates by the metropolitan statistical area. And you can see the darker the green, the more higher unemployment rates are. I am living in this area here, so like all of these areas, I live on the East Coast, and so like, and you guys know I'm from Florida. Oh wow, that might explain some things there. Actually, I lived over in this area, this middle green area here for a long time. Born and raised in Orlando area. My point is that we have this very high unemployment rate, and what's going to happen when they're saying, oh wow, well, we're just going to cut rates, you know? Well, the companies and organizations are starting to become wiser with artificial intelligence. They're starting to become, they're starting to hire fewer people. And so a lot of people have labor jobs. I do know that over in this area here in the Southeast, and including the northern part of Florida, very high industrial areas where there's a lot of warehouses. I've worked in a lot of warehouses as a youngin', I should say, actually between the ages of 20 and 24. I mean, I've really worked hard in warehouses, just trying to make ends meet because I got married early, and it just didn't have a lot of money. And so why won't it work? Well, cutting interest rates will work for people who have assets, right? So everyone who has assets, including you guys, you're going to have, you know, risk on assets like Bitcoin is going to go up. I'm so sorry, you guys. Wow, that is very rude. I'm so sorry. Risk assets is going to go up, including in crypto. We have a very low market cap compared to gold and many others. So in the stocks as well, stocks are going to rise. So let's think about this for a second here. If you cut interest rates, and that means that those who have assets are going to increase their value. What do you think they're going to do with that money? Well, they're going to buy more assets. And what happens with the people where, oh, we're going to cut rates, and so therefore people will be able to afford houses? You can't afford a house. Like, it's hard to afford a house today, even with a median income in Florida. I know this. And so, like, where do you go? And we live in an economy where it's like, okay, well, you know what? You need to move up here to, I don't know what the hell that is, up in, you know, up north, right? Or go to the Midwest. Look at that. Look at all of this here, man. Absolutely insane. And there's no, you know, there's no jobs because guess what? It's very hard to live there, right? And so on my Twitter page, I stated, I said, we have yet, no first world company have yet to solve the issue of greed. And we really can't solve the issue of greed. I'm not going to pretend like I'm an economist, but I'm going to tell you this right now. You cut interest rates, people who have assets, including myself, because I have a little bit of assets, not a lot, but I have a little bit of assets. Those assets are going to go up. I'm going to, as I stated earlier in my video, I'm going to divest and I'm going to move forward, while other people don't have money and assets right now. They don't have any of those things. Their money is not going up. And so they're not going to beat the inflation that comes with cutting interest rates. And so that's how we created a stagflationary environment, because there's a big divide between lower class and high class. And we talk about lower class and high class, but the middle class is not going to be there anymore. You're either going to have assets or you're not. Now, how does this tie into the crypto space? So it was very simple. There are a lot of people here who, in the crypto space, who were here for, who were here during the 2021, let's do here, year, oh, there we go. Some of you guys were here in 2021, and, you know, the bull run wasn't all that great, right? 2017, it felt great because there's fewer people, but we have more people in, and so it's more like, how should I say this? This is just Bitcoin, by the way, and this is not indicative to other projects. You know what? Let me go to another project, a different project that. Why do I have it here? Let's go to a different project. Oh, I was looking up Ion, by the way. I was just seeing where what's the word, exchanges it was on. But let's look at why not. And so the reason why I want to show you guys this is because I'm not trying to be an asshole or anything like that, but we can clearly see that there was back in 2000, actually there was a little bump up back in 2017 if you got in a little bit early, and I've been holding for an extremely long period of time. Like I said, I still have the same amount that I had before, but you see this big huge spike in 2021, and while that's great and everything, honestly, it really didn't feel like that was a strong altcoin market. And a lot of people came in at the top, right? A lot of people saw their friends making money between 2021 and 2022, and they're like, oh, I'm going to get into the market. And then look what happened. Bam. It's just been flatline. And obviously we got the halving and everything. But the problem with this is that a lot of people who have been in the crypto market for a long period of time, here's what they're going to do. They're going to be like me, and they're going to be like, you know what? I have enough profit. I'm not going to be greedy. I'm getting out. And that's what's going to happen. The market is going to continue to be manipulated for at least the foreseeable future, unless something terrible happens. Now, obviously, we have the weakening of the dollar. We also have increasing debt in the U.S. So all of those are going to affect how money is spent, especially within each country. But we can clearly see that America as a whole is not looking good. And a lot of people are going to take their assets. Some people have, I don't know, $300, maybe $1,000, maybe $2,000 into, I don't know what coin. Let's just say hot. I'll stick with hot because I've been talking about holochain for like the last umpteenth years. And say, you have $2,000 or $3,000 in hot. Hot goes to, I don't know. I'm going to make a ridiculous number. Hot goes to 50 cents, and, their $3,000 now turn into, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Well, because the economy is so bad right now, people are going to take their profits. They're going to purchase the smart people are going to get out of debt. Myself, I'll pay my child support and arrears and all that kind of stuff. I get that over with, finally out of my life, so I can move forward. I'll pay for my car and a number of different things, and then I'll be done. And then I will start divesting in other stuff. A lot of people have the same mindset. But here's the thing, people are in so much of a hole because they can't find work that they're using they're using credit cards, they're using their savings. And by the way, if you have savings in the first place, you're doing well. So when it's so funny when the Federal Reserve, they start talking about people who are getting into their savings and touching their savings. It's like, do you not? Let me tell you something. Me, I'm a person. I totally understand that there are so many people out in this world. They're living paycheck to paycheck, and some of them are doing what's right with their money, and some of them are not. It is just hard to survive. So now I'm talking like an American right now. But the reality of it is that it's like this across the world. People are going to pay off their debts, and then they're going to buy more assets. And the people who have more assets are going to make more money for more years down the road when there's another halving, blah, blah, blah. The cycle just repeats and repeats and repeats. The only difference is that how involved is the United States going to be, or other countries are going to be in the crypto space. And I think that we're entering what they call the fourth turning. Now, if you guys don't know what the fourth turning is, you guys can look it up. But the fourth turning is basically where, in a nutshell, the major what's the word? I can't think of it. The major currency kind of fails, which we're looking at here in America. The dollar is failing. People are going to de-dollarization. We see people getting involved with gold. I don't understand a lot about gold as far as physically, but I do know that digitally, where actually most gold is digital. You can't go around with 1,000 pounds of gold or whatever. But the point is that it's a lot of people are going to go to either they're going to go to gold or they're going to go to Bitcoin. And which one's the easiest one to access is Bitcoin. So I know that a lot of people may not want to hear about Bitcoin, but that is what's going to happen. I know a lot of people that don't want to hear about universal basic income, but look at this. This is what's going to happen. My prediction, and I'm not always right, but my prediction is that, by the way, I'm prefaced by saying this. I am an independent all the way. But I see things just as they are. My prediction is a lot of people are going to be pissed off with the way the economy is, only because Trump, the current administration, is going to make people who have assets, he's going to make them money. And the people who have assets or The people who have the most assets are the rich, and a lot of times, it just in our economy, a lot of rich people lean towards the Republican Party. Now we can get into how much money they raised and different things like that, because obviously Democrats raise more money than the Republicans. But I just think that the sentiment is that people are going to struggle. We're going to hit stagflation, and that's going to be it. That's going to be it for the Republican Party for the next election, unless the Democrats choose somebody stupid, make stupid decisions. All they have to do is get someone half intelligent in, and then and I'm not saying that they're going to be right or whatever they're doing. I'm just telling you where I think everything is going. And I'm not saying that this current administration is not doing what he can or what they can to make everybody have their own ideas of how they want to make society better. Even I have my own ideas about how to make society better, but that is a scary thing. I make society better, it's going to be way too fair. And that's financially, economically, and socially. Like, it's just going to be way too fair. And greedy people and powerful people don't like fairness. It is what it is. Hey, and then also from a justice standpoint as well, but you know, it's a social justice bull crap. All right, so but anyway, so yeah, America's gonna struggle. I do intend or foresee a Democrat winning the next election, and because of that, I also see a lot of universal basic income coming in. And I think they're going to start introducing those types of things, which in return, and I said this was going to be a short video. See, you know, I can't be trusted. You guys know this. Which in return is going to bring about, universal basic income is going to bring about, you know, biometrics and all of those different things in the United States of America. It is coming. Now, for a lot of projects that are involved with that, especially in the crypto space, and they actually have the what's the word? They actually have the technology to be able to assist with the goals of Democrats. That is the project that will win. And I will say this: and I hate to make this into a political thing, but I'm just telling you guys as I see it. Holochain has a very extremely high chance to actually being adopted by a democratic regime, we should say, because of the fact that there's so many. It's decentralized, but it's the idea that people can choose between centralization and decentralization, having centralized things such as universal basic income, but having decentralized things such as how I'm actually spending my decentralized income that I'm bringing in, if that makes any kind of sense. So digital IDs, all of these things are going to happen as crime rates continue to go up. People start become frustrated. There's so much I can go on and on and on. Sorry, you guys, I could go on and on about a little bit deeper microeconomics. But if we're talking about macro, that's what's going to happen, and the projects that go towards that are going to win. By the way, I'm not saying that the Holochain organization, or I don't know these people. I don't know Holo or Holochain. I don't know them personally. I do know that a couple of folks lean Democrat. I know that a couple of folks are independent, and some of them actually, but I don't really care about that. Regardless of where they lean or who they support or the words that they say, at the end of the day, it's all about. And I'm telling you guys this. At the end of the day, it's all about how much money you are keeping, how much resources you are keeping in your pocket, how much how much how many assets that you can have so that you can have a fruitful life. And time is an asset as well. So yeah, but that's what we're looking at. And I'm already, me personally, I'm already looking at the next thing that's going to affect. Now, I already told you guys that I believe that holochain could, not that they would be chosen, right? It depends on what project is going to be chosen. If I was a Democrat, I'm just going to talk as a Democrat right now, you guys. If I was a Democrat, I would adopt a project like holochain. I would create AI models, but also I would have I would create these decentralized videos for parks, for many different places, local places, and what's the word? Just a lot of places, public access places. Why is that? That increases the chance and opportunity for people to be able to be safe. So they'll feel safe and they'll be safe because the justice system will be a little bit more, we'll see more public things and things won't get out of hand. There'll still be one or two things. Obviously, a lot of things will get out of hand. But the more cameras we have, now obviously that doesn't work in rural places, right? But if you're in New York or California or Chicago or some of these other places, Orlando area, all of these places, Miami, Dade, some of you guys don't understand how dangerous this world is, and be able to use tech to create a better world, being able to use biometrics, you know, to be able to say, okay, are you a U.S. citizen or are you not? And then a job that's hiring doesn't have to worry about, oh man, are you really a United States citizen? And then also there'll be paths to actually becoming a citizen. But by that time, I don't know if people will want to become a citizen of the United States of America. I don't know. But I'm just telling you guys where this is going. And some of you might hit your head up against the wall and be like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. Bang, 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 bang. I'm telling you guys, if you made it this far in my video, you will truly understand. I know what the hell I'm talking about from a macro perspective. Now, the thing is that the timing of it all. When is this going to happen? And then also what black swan event is going to cause all of these things to happen, right? So it's just very important for you guys to just really understand where the market is going, where we are right now, what's happening in the United States. Right now the job market is absolute trash. People are struggling. Inflation has just gone insane, and it's going to get even worse this is my opinion, it's going to get worse 6 to 7 months after we have interest rates cuts, because we're going to have a couple of interest rates cuts. We're going to make it through Q4. A lot of people, look, in the crypto space, some of you guys are about to be fucking rich. I'm just telling you, some of you are going to be rich. And you need to make sure that you use your money wisely. Now, I don't think I'll be rich. I think I have a little bit of money that I'll be able to pay off my my debts. That's the main thing I'm looking for. But some of you guys, you're gonna have some money, and so yeah, just use your money wisely. Be prepared to have some. Be prepared to have some powder, or dry powder, as they say, or a little bit of fiat currency, just a little bit of it, because it's going to hit hard. Our economy is going to get hard. Place yourselves. I'm already thinking about positioning myself physically in a place where I'm going to be safe, because I do know that as the economy in a stagflationary environment, which I do believe we're going to get to, in a high inflationary environment, a lot of people are going to struggle, which increases the crime rates. There's a lot of this stuff adds up, people. This is all connected, and you have to pay attention to the macro. Now, as far as the coins and tokens, I don't know which ones are going to make you guys millions of dollars, but I know some of you guys out there are going to be rich, and you're gonna have a lot of money. So, but anyway, just want to give you guys an update. I will post as soon as I get a chance. I am going to post my new Twitter account on there. Please feel free. Please feel free to like and subscribe to the X channel. The reason why I don't do that for this channel, I mean, yeah, you can like and subscribe to this channel, but you know, a lot of the things that I bring up and talk about are just offshoots of what everybody in the crypto space is talking about right now. So, you know, I still listen to a lot of the popular guys, Coin Bureau, the Modern Investor, you know, oh, what's my favorite? Kiko News. No, not Kiko. What's his face? He came from Kiko. But I do listen to Kiko every once in a while. Anyway, the point is that I'm all over the place. I still do my research. I'm looking for not the next big thing, but where the world is going. And I'm kind of sort of starting to get a good picture of it. And so that's why in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be posting some videos and showing you guys some things as to why I think where the economy is going and what I think is going to happen. So anyway, as I always say, please, you guys, do your own research, do your own research, do your own research. And last but not least, above all else, please, this economy, this society is getting unsafe. So please do your best to stay safe out there, okay? Bye, you guys.